biggest story in the world at this moment, ladies and gentlemen, actually from last night. I've been following and watching some some news reports and trying to figure this out myself. Is obviously the Nord Stream 1 and Nord Stream 2 pipelines that's been basically blown up. They are leaking gas, but they are basically being blown up. There's a sabotage, basically meaning it was on purposely done, making these pipes leak. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're sitting with a lot of conspiracies flying around and accusations. And I mean, Russia is blaming America, America blames Russia, Ukraine blames Russia. The whole world basically blames Russia, that's on the American side. It's a big mess. But first, let's get to the point how how could it happen that these pipes lying so deep in the Baltic Ocean can be basically blown up. It's not an easy task. So by the way, it's not that you send somebody, pay him a few $100,000 and say go stab a hole in the pipe for the leaks to start, right? To basically sabotage this pipelines. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to have Navy divers, or you need to have submarines to get down there and do these damage on these pipes. Which is why they ruled out that this is not an accident. This is literally planned, this is an attack, and this can escalate this war into something that we all have been afraid of. Now, first of all, I want to tell you guys, I believe that Russia has got nothing to do with it, because it makes absolutely no sense that Russia would blow up or basically destroy their own infrastructure, because you need to understand that Nord Stream 1 and Nord Stream 2 belongs to Russia. Yeah, there was engineers from Germany working on this. This stream goes from Russia to Germany, by the way. There was German engineers working on these pipes, and they all made money by these contracts and stuff. And obviously they get their gas from Russia, the LNG, pumping through these pipes into Germany. But these pipes belong 100% to Russia. It's Russia's infrastructure. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you watch the war, if you have watched, or not watched, but followed the war up until now, you would see that Russia didn't really attack the infrastructure within inside Ukraine, meaning they didn't take the internet out, they didn't take communications out, they didn't take schools out, like the army bases, literally destroyed the army bases, going to Kiev and destroy the whole Kiev, the headquarters of the President Zelensky, where he sits with these generals and discuss and plan this war. They didn't do it. They could have. That's something you guys don't understand. Russia went into this war up until now by, I will say, 10 to 15%. They haven't went in full force. So they left this infrastructure within inside Ukraine operational and running. They didn't attack it. In fact, the Ukrainians, about 4 months ago, stopped the flow of the gas that goes, the pipelines that goes through Ukraine. They stopped it. This gas flowing into Europe. Russia never stopped it. Now, the reason I say Russia is not behind this, we can rule out Russia 100% from being the culprit of doing such an evil act. They could literally just turn the gas off. They have it in their power. They protect their gas, fields and their the operational centers where they can turn on, turn off the gas. That, they literally have it in their hand. They can just switch off the gas. Why will they blow up their own infrastructure? And so, by the way, these pipes can bring in money. It's streams of incomes, billions of streams of incomes to Russia. They want these lines back online in the future. Obviously, Ukraine stopped the flow of gas 4 months ago. Now, I rule out Russia 100%. You let me know in the comment section what you think, but I rule out Russia 100%. Now, I also rule out Ukraine, because Ukraine is not that, I believe Ukraine don't have the the submarines and these Navy professionals to go and sabotage this. I really don't believe that, okay? They don't have it. I mean, they get all their money and weapons from the US, and all the US generals are guiding them through this war and so on. It won't be Germany. So basically, I rule out Ukraine. They are too small and too thin to do that. Then I rule out Germany. Germany won't do it because this is going to affect them 100%. And so, by the way, they are for standing up against Russia with gas. You know, they don't have to do it. There's literally, it doesn't make sense to me that Germany will also do it, right? So I rule Germany out. Poland, now that's a head scratcher. That's really a head scratcher, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to comment on that as of now, but I'm going to rule Poland out. I want to put this blame 100% on the USA, ladies and gentlemen, because you see, they've been flooding all this weapons and money inside Ukraine to prolong this war. Do you know why they did it? It's not to fight the evil Russians and evil Putin. It's because they make money. Because they sell gas on a very high rate into Europe, Germany, all these, the Europe collective countries. They make tons of money with this war going on. That's why the UK also, Boris Johnson and America try to prolong this war. They work together in cahoots, ladies and gentlemen. They make a lot of money. That is why they want this war to go on. Now Putin starts to say, listen, I'm getting tired of this bullshit. And I think this Nord Stream 1 and 2 pipelines that's been sabotaged is kind of, in my opinion, the last straw for Putin. I'm kind of scared to be kind of honest, I'm kind of scared what's going to happen next. But anyway, this is literally the United States. I mean, we see videos that surfaced of Biden where he was asked about this, you know, before the war, saying if Russia invades Ukraine, they will make sure the Nord Stream 2 pipe will stop. Nord 1 and 2 will stop. And then the reporter asked Biden, yes, but how will they do it? And he literally said, we will find ways to do it. You know, that we can do anything we want. Now, if you remember what Biden said back in the day when he ran for president against Trump, he said the CIA or the FBI will get you anyways. What's it saying? Anyways till Sunday, whatever. He said that to President Trump, and look what's happening to Trump. They raided his Mar-a-Lago house. The FBI planted a lot of stuff. You know, there's a lot of stuff happening in America where the Biden administration blames Trump and the Trump administration and turned this whole MAGA American, Make America First movement into a separatist movement. You know, that kind of stuff. I don't say Trump is an angel, but he did say it. And it feels to me that Biden has all these organizations in his back pocket. Not him, because he's a puppet, but I mean the Democratic Party, the real deep state of America. They are controlling him. He said it to Trump. Trump is going through hell, and the whole MAGA movement is going through hell. Again, I don't say I praise them. They're not all angels, but I mean they go through hell. Biden said that, and it's happening. Biden said this Nord Stream 1 and Nord Stream 2 pipelines will not run, and they'll make sure they have the tools or they have the plans to make it stop. You see where I'm going with this? Also, Victoria Noland, there's videos of her where she said the same thing. It feels to me that the United States at this moment, they are not even trying to hide this anymore. And so, by the way, then we see some MEPs that tweeted out, "Thank you USA," as the news broke. You know what I mean? It feels like they don't hide this information anymore. It's no more, we have a strong propaganda arm to brainwash the people. It's like they tell us, this is what we're going to do, and this is what we do. We stand firm. If you don't follow our lead, if we cannot control your country, if the petrodollar don't survive, if America don't stay in the driver's seat of this world, we will make your country and your lives a miserable, we will make it hell for you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's backtrack quickly. What will happen now that these leaks are going on in these pipelines? You all know winter is coming. Do you know what's happening if you really don't have gas in your country? There will be no food. People will start run. There will be an influx of migration into other countries. People will die of literal cold, older people. The virus will come back. New viruses will be created or just pop up variants because of sickness, illness. The streets will be dirty, clean. There's no function. There's no electricity that can make the cities turn. You know what I mean? That can make the cities run. That is the issue here. So it's an evil act. This is really an evil act, ladies and gentlemen. This is now forcing Putin further to really use maybe that N bombs. You know what I mean? And Ukraine is done as we know it. You know what I mean? It feels to me. It feels to me Russia wants to kind of get to a deal of peace and negotiations, and America is now pushing further forward. You see, here's the thing. They also know that they can't support the people that's this influx of migration that's going to run to the US and I don't know where, America, England, London, England, the UK, all these countries. These people are going to flee their countries into better well, they're going to believe America is a better country, and the UK, they can go hide for a while, although the UK is up to shit anyway. But you know what I mean? Biden knows he can't put more money there to save the people of Germany. Now, do remember that Germany is a great ally of the Americans, and they literally turn on them now, and all they do is they blame Russia. It's Russia. It's Russia. But buy our gas for high prices. We will keep you going. Just buy that 6 times more than what you used to pay, and we'll keep you going. We'll pump in more weapons, more money into Ukraine to prolong the war. Jesus, we're making a lot of money. Fuck you, Germany, and fuck your people. You guys must suffer. Suffer with us. Short-term pains. That's the mentality they have right now. But it's going to be long-term problems because they don't have a plan to fix this mess. And if Putin really pulls the, basically says enough is enough, and he dropped that N bombs, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what's going to happen to all of us, but that's going to be complete, utter chaos. Let me tell you that, because then NATO will be in this war, though they're already in the war, but you know what I mean. I don't know. It's crazy what is happening. I blame this on the USA. I think they've got their dirty fingers written all over it. It's Russia did ask for investigations. Let's see what happens. And actually, Russia made it clear by saying investigate starting by the US, same as what they did with Biolabs, can you guys remember? Which just disappeared from the media, which I believe this will also just disappear, and luckily they had their little sound bites and headlines blaming Putin for this again. But if Putin really decides enough is enough, I don't know what's going to happen. Anyway, that's my take on this. Don't be fooled. It's a major operation to cause this damage on this pipelines in the Baltic Sea. It's not just an accident, it's ruled out already. And I rule out Russia, Ukraine. Poland is a head scratcher, but I rule out Poland. I want to blame this on well, this is my opinion, right? That I blame the US, and I gave you my reasons why. It's just too obvious. They tell us what the hell they're going to do. They now literally tell us their dirty tricks, and they're not ashamed of it, and that is scary as fuck, in my opinion. Let me know what you think about this whole thing, what is going to happen next, and do you think Putin really had enough and he's ready to go in 100% full force and drop that ends bombs, or literally just destroy Ukraine as we know it? Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Also go follow me on Telegram, where I'm uncensored. Also on Twitter. I'm driving people nuts on Twitter. I'll drop the links in the description. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.